Welcome to another boring edition of Tractormonkey's shop. Well, let's see, what can we tinker with today? Today I thought I'd do some stuff to this trailer that I've got. Um, there's a few things that I found that I didn't like. Um, One of the things is this license plate. The license plate is always getting bent up. You can see how low it's to the ground. Um, Whenever I load the tractor, it bends it. I can't even move the trailer around the yard without bending the license plate. So I had an idea. I'm gonna take some of this angle stock pumple fingers. I'm going to take some of this angle stock, and there's a bracket on the back here. Thought I'd take some of this stock and bolt it on. Probably the other way, but you get the idea. Bolt it on and have the license plate sitting on top of the light fixture here. One of the other things I noticed are these fenders. Well, they're removable, so if you was to haul a vehicle like a car, once you get the vehicle up on the bed, these fenders are removable, so you can open the doors and so forth. But I noticed when they painted the trailer, apparently they painted the trailer after the fenders were installed, because once you take the fenders off, there's no paint on that line where the fenders are hidden behind the frame. And another thing I did with this pressure treated wood, I don't know if you can see, but I didn't want it turning dark and dark muddy gray like pressure treated wood does after it's left out for a while. So I put some deck sealant on it, and I'm going to do that like once or twice a year to see if I can keep the wood halfway decent. Hopefully it'll make it last longer, because this is probably my last trailer, and I want the wood to last where it wouldn't have to be replaced, because it looked like it would be a job to replace that. It's all one piece. This is an 18-foot trailer, and these boards are all one piece, and they're underneath both ends of this pieces on the frame. So probably in order to get new wood in there, they probably have to actually bow the board and slide it in there and then let it drop down. Imagine that's a job. This is what it wasn't a real expensive trailer, so it doesn't have a lot of fancy features or anything. These are actually the ramps for the back. There's no storage or anything underneath, but that's no big deal. This breakaway system, if you don't use the trailer a lot, the battery's going to run down, so you got to take that battery out and charge it, which I need to do. It's got some zip ties on it. Still charged, got the green light, but I'm going to take it out. One thing I don't like about this trailer is this foot here for the jack. It's cupped. Every time it rains, that just fills up with water, and water just sits in there. So I thought I'd drill a couple of holes down in there and see if the water won't drain out a little bit. So that's the three things I want to do today is drill some holes there, take the fenders off and paint where they didn't paint, and do something with the license plate. Well, let's see what I can screw up here. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. I've got one of the fenders off, and you can see that was never painted because it was hidden behind the frame. It's already started to rust, so it ain't gonna take long for that all to rust out. See if you can, I guess you can see it. So anyways, I'm gonna hit it with some sandpaper, and you can see there's a little rust underneath the edge where it's sitting too. So I'm gonna hit all that with some sandpaper and put some paint on it. Okay, I've got both fenders off, painted them, they're drying. Well, let's see, the license plate is 6 inches tall. And that piece is about 6, so I want it, sit it on top of there. So I'll make it 12 inches exactly, but I want to make sure the holes will line up. So I'm gonna say 13 inches. So gonna cut two 13-inch pieces off of that stock using the Armstrong hacksaw method. Okay, so I've cut the angle stock to 13 inches. Hit him with some paint, so I'm going to let that dry. Already got the other fender on. So now I'm going to chill out in front of the air conditioner here and listen to some music, which you can't hear because that would be copyrighted. Alright, got the bracket made. There's what it looks like. Bolted it also to the frame there, just to give it a little extra strength, although it really didn't need it. Okay, and the license plate is going to go up here. Of course, I'm going to have to drill new holes. That's okay. So let's go drill. Alright, got my drill press set up. Got the stop set so I don't drill into my table. Just loosen it up, move it over. Okay, there's the finished bracket. Alright, so it looks like I measured about 1.5 inches too much, but I'm not taking it off now. So anyways, it's not coming loose, and at least my license plate won't be getting bent anymore. Okay, something else I like to do. I like to use this stuff called fluid film. I'm not affiliated with these people, but I like to coat stuff like these screws here, so if I take it off it won't rust. And I like to come in here and coat my mechanism here. I also drilled and painted the foot there so water can drain out now. And I even like to squirt a little bit of this fluid film on these threads here, so if I need to take them off, they won't be all rusted. I even squirt a little on here. Of course, I always check my lug nuts, make sure they're tight before I go anywhere. So there you have it. The only thing I haven't done is take the battery out, put it on the charger. I'll do that tomorrow. Well, maybe somebody got something out of this. See you next time.